All right, y'all, guess what time it is? It is gumbo time. So, if you know, you already know. It don't matter if it's summer, spring, winter, or fall. If you're a real gumbo eater, you eat through all of the seasons, okay? You know, it may hit a little different when it's cold, but it's still good all year round. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started. All right, y'all, so this is how I like to make my gumbo. I like to start off browning my sausages. All right, now we're going to brown our sausages. And these are andouille sausages. We're going to get them nice and brown. Now, I'm going to let my little sous chef season our chicken with some Creole seasoning. Come on. Season it up real good. Season it good. Season it. That's good. It's inedible. And then, come on, onion powder. Here, put your onion powder in it. Onion powder. Come on, put it on there. And then, where's the garlic powder? Garlic powder.
I'm going to go down and get the garlic.
It's right here, baby. Garlic powder. Come on, put it on there.
Okay.
Garlic powder. Thank you. And then we're gonna mix that all up, and then we're doing this while we're browning our sausages. Let them get brown, baby. You don't have to keep stirring them. My little sous chef, they always want to keep doing something. Sometimes you just gotta let it sit and rest. Sausages are browning up real nice. Because she's browning our sausages. Once we get done browning our sausages, in the same pan, we're gonna set our sausages to the side. In the same pan, then we're gonna brown our chicken. All right, now, so we've just browned our sausages. We're gonna set them to the side in this bowl right here, and then we're going to brown our boneless, skinless chicken. Right now, we're gonna add our olive oil to our pan. Come on, sous chef. So that's good. So we can brown our chicken. All right, we're just gonna add our chicken to the pot, and then you may have to do this in batches because all depending on the pots you're using. We're going to brown these good on both sides, and once we have browned them good, then we're going to add our water to make our stock. All right, our chicken is browned. My sous chef, she's removing the chicken from the pot. We're going to toss in our veggies, our celery, onion, bell pepper, and garlic. We're just going to saute it for like a couple seconds, add our chicken back in, and then add our water. Doesn't it look so good? Now we're going to add our celery, green onion, bell pepper, onion, and our garlic. No green onion, just garlic. We're going to saute that for like just for a couple of seconds. Let's add our chicken back to the dump. And we're going to add our water. Alright, we're going to bring this to a boil, let it cook down. And while we're doing that, we're going to start on our roux. Roux is very important. If you got a nasty roux, then you're going to have a nasty gumbo. If your roux is too light, it's not going to be good. Or it's not going to be gumbo. So
if it's too dark and
make sure, you don't want to burn that roux, and you do not want to have it too light. That it helps with the taste when you have it just right. So let's get to doing our roux, because that is like it takes a while. We didn't pass up all of, I guess, the hard, I ain't gonna say hard parts, but the more of like the cooking parts. After this is basically dump. So once you make our roux, everything else is like kind of like just dumping there. So roux. And another thing, y'all, I use boneless, skinless chicken. I don't like that slippery chicken skin in my gumbo. I do not like picking bones out my gumbo. Now, will I? If it's delicious, of course. But it's something I just want to dig my spoon in. Like I said, once again, I just want to dig my spoon in That's why I didn't put like the crab legs or the crab claws or the blue crab in there. Me personally, I don't have time for that. So I got jumbo lump crab meat to put in mine. That's my preference, okay? Do I like cracking crabs when it's a crab boil or something like that? Of course. But not in my gumbo. And that's just me. It's time for our roux. Come on. Add the flour. All right. We got our roux going. We're going to cook it down and make it nice and chocolatey. And one thing about the roux, whenever you're making it, make sure you're constantly stirring so it will not be burnt. I mean, like, you don't want no burnt nothing. Like, having burnt roux is nasty. And you also want to do it on like low heat, so that's why it takes so long. You don't want to do it high. It's hot. I'm hot. But it's coming along. You want to bring your chicken and your veggies to a boil and just let it cook down and let that chicken shred up in your gumbo. I hate having big chunks. I like my stuff shredded. So you just want to cook it for a little bit. I like my roux to look creamy. I do not like it to be thick and like a ball. It should, to me, it should be nice and smooth and silky. Still going. You gotta have patience when you're making gumbo, okay? It ain't like no quick fix, so you gotta be in the mood to cook it. So, if you're in a rush, you may not want to make it. Well, that is authentic gumbo, because I'm pretty sure you can go buy some roux or buy those little packs, but to me, that's not really gumbo unless you're making the roux yourself. We are still working on our roux. Sous chef is sous chefing it up. And we're going to add our sausage. What? Almost there. Almost there. Our roux is finished. So now we're going to add it to our pot with our sausage and chicken seasoning. And this is how I like to add it. So that's fine. And just continue to add it till it gets as thick as you want it. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick taste. See if it's the flavor that I like. Once I add my roux. I don't even know where my camera's at. That's perfect. I'm gonna put it on low, add my shrimp, because it's gonna cook them. I mean, I hate overcooked seafood. That is like the worst when you're making gumbo. I've had gumbo where they overcook their crab and it was disgusting. So make sure you don't overcook your seafood when you're cooking your shrimp. See how that chicken shredded up in there? That is what I'm looking for when I make my gumbo, and I use the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Alright, so we are almost finished. I added the shrimp, which is like, should be added at the end. So I've added that. Now I'm gonna cut my fire off. I'm gonna season to taste, so I'm gonna use a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of Old Bay, a little bit of Tony, and just get it to the seasoning that I like. And then I'm gonna add the green onions, and then woo, we are done with our gumbo. Woo, it's time to eat. Hold on, did I mention I had the crab? Also, after I season, I'm gonna add the crab and the green onions, and then we done. Sorry about that. I'm gonna just add a little bit of hot sauce, just a tint. 1, 2, 3. Let's add our green onions. And I love green onions, so to me that is what makes it. All right, now we have our crab. Let's add it. Oh, I thought you wanted to taste it. You want to add you?
No.
You know what? And I want to save a little bit for the top of mine, at least. Add some of that juice in there. Put it in there. You don't want to eat it. I thought you wanted to eat it. And I don't want to break it up really, so it's done. Before we eat, get those flavors meshed in there. Voila, magic. All right, I am finally getting ready to taste my gumbo. I've got It is yummy. Oh, let me get a. It is amazing. Bite of my potato salad.
You like potato salad?
I'm in heaven. It is yummy. Thank you guys for watching. What else I need to do?
They need to make sure if you're new,
Subscribe. Okay.
and make sure you use the recipe.
Use the recipe.
And
All
spread
right.
it. And spread it.
And spread it around. All right, y'all. Have a great day.